In a world where assassination has evolved into various forms, stealth, infiltration, and even flamboyant public displays, one name stands above all others: the Black. He is known as the pinnacle of the assassin world, a living legend. It's said that whether he faces 10 or even 100 assassins, he always emerges victorious. No one knows his real name, but everyone believes he's the greatest assassin to have ever lived. That man is Zack. We see Zack returning home from a mission, exhausted and bloodied. He murmurs to himself, "She's not going to be happy about this." He arrives at his house, and a woman opens the door. "Eva," he says. She stares at him, unimpressed. "You're late. Dinner's cold." "Sorry," he replies. She notices the blood and dirt on his clothes and insists on cleaning him up. "I'll do it myself," he protests. "Hush now. Happy wife, happy life," she teases, dragging him into the bath. Later, as they sit down to eat, a device embedded in Zack's arm begins to beep. His expression hardens. "Sorry, I'll be back soon," he says. Eva looks up, eyes filled with worry. "This is the last time, right? Promise me," Zack gently replies. "I promise. This is the last time. I'm leaving that life behind. We'll live however you want after this." Meanwhile, elsewhere, a man known as King contacts his team and asks how long their last mission took. 15 minutes and 44 seconds, someone replies. Corpses are scattered everywhere. An entire group wiped out in under 16 minutes. King examines the scene and mutters, "Could have been faster." His team tells him it's time to move. As they head out, King smirks. "Let's go see what the best assassin in the world can do." "I can't wait," another replies. At a remote container depot, Zack arrives alone, frustrated. TCH, what are they thinking? Sending me here and making me wait for instructions. Suddenly, figures emerge from the shadows. One of them grins. "Yup, that's the Black, all right. He sensed us before we even saw him." Zack raises an eyebrow. "Who are you?" The man with green eyes steps forward. "I'm King, the leader of these idiots behind me." He points to each member of his team. "The big guy? That's Rock. The neat freak is Bishop. And the little one here is Queen. Don't mind her awkwardness. She has a crush on you." Queen blushes. "That's not true," Zack sighs. "I understand the little girl, but the rest of you? You're too old to be naming yourselves after chess pieces." King laughs. Says the guy going by the Black. "Couldn't come up with a more original name?" Zack retorts coldly. "I never gave myself that name." "Now back off." King tries to ease the tension. "Relax. The agency asked us to join you on this mission." Zack turns away. "I work alone." Despite the tension, the group ends up watching Zack in action, and they're amazed. After the mission, they make a request. "Come on, at least give the little girl an autograph. It'd mean a lot to her." Zack scowls. "I don't do that." Queen pleads. "Please?" He finally gives in. She beams with joy and hugs him tightly. "Let go," he grumbles, before vanishing like a shadow. After he's gone, Queen turns to King. "Do we really have to do this?" King responds coldly. "Don't be a pain. The real mission starts now." Later that night, Zack returns home again. He mutters to himself, "Every time I'm almost at the door, they call me back." Ended up doing 5 more missions. But as he approaches, something feels wrong. A little girl stands by the door. "Queen, what the hell are you doing here? How did you find this place?" he demands. "Undetectable tracer," she replies. "I put it on you when I hugged you." "I'm sorry, but I couldn't stay inside." Zack's eyes go wide. "Eva!" He rushes inside. He slams open the door and freezes in horror. Inside the house are the same 5 from before. King, Rock, Bishop, Knight, and Queen. Eva is bound on the wall, hanging in a crucifixion-like pose. King mocks him in a sing-song tone. "Welcome home, honey. Have you had dinner yet?" Zack screams. "How dare you?" But as he looks closer, something's off. "That's not Eva." King snaps his fingers. They surround Zack and unleash an overwhelming force. Zack is beaten brutally, brought to the ground. "Where is Eva?" he gasps. King grins. "Why not ask us what kind of power we used instead?" Zack shouts again. "Where is she?" King sighs. "Fine. Your wife? She's dead. Killed herself when she saw us. Maybe she didn't want to be a burden on you. Maybe she lost hope." Then he adds cruelly, "So we ended up faking it." King kneels beside the bloodied assassin. A monumental change is coming. You're too dangerous to be left alive. Your death will mark the beginning of the immortal world. He smiles coldly. This is checkmate. And with that, Zack, the world's greatest assassin, is killed. "200 years later, in a secret lab, we shift to a hidden laboratory, cold, sterile, and filled with high-tech equipment. Inside a glass chamber lies a body, motionless, but familiar. In a futuristic building, a woman with pink hair announces that the backup data has been destroyed. Armored guards are ordered to capture the intruder, and they soon spot her. The woman thinks that she has to get out of there quickly and that she cannot go back. She believes that while her plan was a big risk, it has to work because the person she is trying to save is their only hope of changing the world. She then leaps from the top of the tall building. After what he believed to be his final moments, Zack's consciousness returns, and Hayes, back from death, thinks about his beliefs. He had always believed that the last thing a person sees is pure black. He believed there is no light at the end of the tunnel, just an endless void of nothingness represented by the color black. He thought that in his last moments he was proven, and yet, when he regained consciousness, he was proven wrong. He wakes up inside a glass tube filled with liquid and thinks that this is not right, because he has come back from the black. The fact infuriates him, but he decides he will definitely use this opportunity to find and kill them. He calls them miserable pieces of shit and vows to send them all to the black permanently. He hears a sound and wonders if there are enemies. He is confronted by several robotic figures. He wonders what is going on and if his opponents are robots. He also feels that his new body is much stronger and faster than before. As he fights, he questions what happened to him and how he can be alive. One of the robots attacks with a glowing purple sword, and he wonders if it is a new type of technology. After the fight, he stands among the defeated robots as the pink-haired woman lies on the floor nearby, wondering if her plan worked. The woman thinks to herself that he made quick work of all the enemies without using any of the body's upgrades or nano-essence, and that just as she thought, he is stronger than most with his skills alone. She exclaims that she can't believe it worked and that it is the black in the flesh, even if he is in another body. Zack grabs her by the head and holds a blade to her neck, demanding that she explain herself and asking where he is and what this new body is. The woman tells him to calm down and says that as he has probably figured out already, they are in the future. She specifies that it has been 200 years since his death. Zack repeats that 200 years have passed and says he figured they were in the future from looking at everything, but he did not realize so much time had gone by. The woman tells him it is normal to be confused, but that he shouldn't worry because she is with him and will explain everything. Zack asks who she is. She replies that she just got this skin recently and thinks she will go with the name Maya, then asks if he likes it. He tells her that he will not ask again. Maya tells him to relax and asks what good telling him who she is would do, reminding him that he has been dead for 2 centuries. She says that there are far more important questions he probably wants answered, such as what happened to the people who killed him. She explains that current history and legends say he died fighting 1,000 enemies, but she knows this is false propaganda.
Zack asks Maya how she would know that the official story of his death is false propaganda. Maya explains that she used to work for Caspa Industries, which is run by the Pale Death himself. She reveals that while working there, she learned things she was not supposed to know, which forced her to run away and reskin. Zack seems confused by the term reskin. Maya apologizes and clarifies that reskinning is the common term for switching to another body, which is the process he just went through. She then adds that before she escaped, she stole his nanocore data from the company's backup storage. Zack immediately asks her why she would do that. Maya tells him it should be obvious, explaining that the world is built on a lie, and she was certain that after what was done to him, he would be the only one motivated enough to do something about it. Now wearing a dark hooded outfit, Zack questions her assumption, asking what makes her think he gives a damn about the world. Maya decides they are getting off track and says she will cut to the information he wants to know the most. She explains that after he died, technology advanced very quickly and bioengineered bodies became the norm. With the Pale Death, also known as King, manipulating everything, he created a world that is accepting of assassins. In this new world, assassination is treated like a sport, with every assassin having their own rank. She concludes by stating that the people he is after are the top 5 strongest assassins, who have all lived for 200 years. Let's pause for a second. If you're still with me, hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. With the king defending his #1 title for that entire time. As Maya explains, Zack clenches his fist in anger and yells, demanding to know where his targets are. A startled Maya tells him that she understands his anger, but he cannot just attack them. She warns him that no matter how skilled he was 200 years ago, the new world operates under a different set of rules. Zack shoves her aside, tells her to move, and declares he will find them himself, vowing to make them die 10 times over when he does. Maya quickly tries to stop him, telling him they need to find a safer place first. She says she was distracted, but the enemies they fought earlier now know their location. Zack calmly replies that he knows and was counting on it. Just then, a man in a formal military-style uniform appears before them, causing Maya to worry that they are too late. Zack looks at the newcomer and asks if he is guessing correctly that the man knows where that bastard is. The man states that he does not know who Zack is, but demands that he refrain from using such vulgar terms to describe his king, adding that he will not tolerate such disrespect. Zack smirks and challenges the man, asking what he will do if he doesn't stop. The man calls it insolence, and declares that as a pawn of his majesty, he will deliver swift judgment upon the offender. As the man prepares to attack, Maya frantically warns Zack that they should run because he still does not know how to use his new body or its power. Zack recognizes the man's energy signature as the weird technology from before, and tells Maya he does not care, challenging the assassin from the future to show him what he has got before vowing to send him to the black. The uniformed man tells Zack that he should avoid imitating a legend, because his mediocre skills will only stain a respected name, and advises him to remember that in the short time he has left to live. Annoyed, Zack asks if everyone in the future talks so much, and tells him to get on with it. The man says, "As you wish," and lunges forward to attack. Maya panics, thinking that Zack cannot fight a pawn yet. Zack observes that his opponent is fast, but as the man thrusts his sword, Zack proves to be even faster, easily stopping the attack and shocking his opponent before leaping forward to counter. The uniformed man is shocked by the sudden turn of events. After landing a blow, Zack jumps back, grabs Maya, and begins to retreat from the area. He seems confused by the fight and asks what is going on, while a panicked Maya yells at him that she already told him this is not an enemy he can handle right now. As they move away, the opponent, who is revealed to be one of the king's 8 pawns, remains standing. His official designation is pawn number 8, titled King's Lance, and he holds the rank of 100 on the assassin charts. Maya tells him the pawn body is fully enhanced and upgraded, which is what allowed him to achieve such a high rank. Zack stares in disbelief as the pawn's strength overwhelms him. Maya yells from behind, warning him that this is one of King's 8 pawns, enhanced far beyond normal limits. "You're not ready," she cries, but Zack doesn't care. "Then I'll just have to become stronger," he says, charging forward. Maya tries to stop him, reminding him they have no backup, and if they die here, it's over. But Zack throws his blade with a glare. "Backups?" he scoffs. "Is everyone so afraid of death now they need extra lives?" As the fight begins, he speaks through gritted teeth. "One life was enough for us. It made us human, made us fight for those we love." In the middle of the battle, a strange black energy begins to flow from Zack's body. Confused, he mutters, "What the hell is happening to me?" The pawn pauses, stunned. "Nano-essence, I underestimated you." With new determination, the pawn declares he will now strike in the king's name. Maya calls out urgently, "You've already tapped into your nano-core. Use it." Zack dashes forward again, thoughts racing. "I died. I came back. I'm stuck in a body I don't understand. But if this is what it takes to kill them all, then so be it." Channeling all his rage and speed, Zack flips over the pawn, catches his blade midair, and drives it through the enemy's back in one swift motion, black sparks flying as the weapon sinks deep. As the pawn gasps for breath, he reaches toward the core on his chest. "The king must know, this man is a threat," he whispers. Maya shouts, "Stop him!" Zack quickly grabs the pawn's hand and rips out the glowing nano-core. "What is this?" he asks. Maya explains it stores identity and nano-DNA, and that Zack has one too. She tells him to hand it over, saying the pawn doesn't need to die permanently. "Destroying a core means real death," she says. "Let me keep it. He might reskin someday when it's safe." Zack looks at her, then at the core. "I understand," he says quietly before suddenly crushing it in his fist. "Enjoy the black." Maya stares in shock. "Why would you do that?" she cries. Zack answers coldly, "Permanent death, temporary death, I don't care. I'm here to kill them all. Her voice trembles as tears fall. Is this really the fate of everyone who stands in his path? Is that what awaits me too? Her hands shake and her face darkens with guilt. Because the truth is, Maya isn't just a stranger who saved him. She's Queen, one of the very people who betrayed him, hiding in a new skin, trying to undo the past